Now, in this lecture, I will talk about the fifth generation of computer system, and it was started in 1989 or 90 and running till now. So, my lecture series, learning computers with seeing the natural side of village. I think you enjoy very much full of my videos. Let's talk about now fifth generation computer system. The trend of further miniaturization of electronic components, dramatic increase in power of microprocessors, chips and increase in capacity of main memory and hard disk continue during fifth generations. You see some VLSI technology became ULSI, ultra large scale integration technology, in fifth generation, resulting in a production of microprocessor chips having 10 millions of electronics components. In fact, the speed of microprocessor and the size of main memory and the hard disk doubled almost every 18th month. This resulted in many features found in the CPUs of large mainframe systems of third and fourth generation system became part of microprocessor architecture in fifth generation. This ultimately resulted in availability of very powerful and compact computers becoming available at cheaper rates and death of traditional large mainframe system. Processor in this generation processor manufacturers started building multi-core processor chips instead of increasingly powerful single-core processor chips. The multi-core chips improve all our performance by handling more work in parallel. Due to the fact, due to this fast pace of advancement in computer technology, we see more compact and more powerful computers being introduced almost every year at more or less than same price or even cheaper. Notable among these are portable notebooks computers that give the power of a PC to their users when even while traveling. Powerful desktop PCs and workstation, powerful servers, powerful supercomputers, and handheld computers. In this generation, storage technology also advanced, making large main memory and disk storage available in newly introduced systems. Currently, PCs having few gigabytes of main memory and 80 to 320 gigabytes of hard disk capacities are common. Similarly, workstation having 4 to 64 gigabits of bytes of main memory and few hundreds of gigabytes of hard disk capacity are common. Redundant array of inexpensive disk technology enables configuration of a bunch of disks as a single large disk. It thus supports large hard disk space built better inbuilt reliability during fifth generation of optical discs, formerly known as compact disc or CDs, emerged as a popular portable mass storage media. In the area of large-scale systems, fifth generation saw the emergence of more powerful supercomputers. Supercomputers based on parallel processing technology. They use multiple processor and were of two types, shared memory and distributed memory parallel computers. In a shared memory parallel computers, a high-speed bus or communication network interconnects a number of processors to common main memory, whereas in a distributed memory parallel computer, a communication network interconnects a number of processors, each with its own memory. This system use parallel programming. This system uses parallel programming technique to break a problem into a smaller problem and execute them in parallel on a multiple processors of the system. Processors of a shared memory parallel computer use memory access mechanism for communication, whereas those of a distributed memory parallel computer use message passing mechanism for communication. Distributed memory parallel computers have better scalability than shared memory parallel computers and are now built by clustering together powerful commodity workstations by using a high-speed commodity switch network. This is known as clustering technology. In this generation, the Internet emerged with associated technology and applications. It made it possible for computers users sitting across the globe to communicate with each other within minutes by use of electronic mail known as email facility. A vast ocean of information became readily available to computer users through the World Wide Web known as WWW. Moreover, several new types of existing applications like electronic commerce, virtual libraries, virtual classroom, distance education, etc. emerged during the period. The tremendous processing power and the massive storage capacity of fifth generation computers also made them a very useful and popular tool for a wide range of multimedia applications dealing with information containing text, graphic, animation, audio, and video data. In general, data size for multimedia information is much larger than plain text information because representation of graphic, animation, audio, or video media in digital form requires much larger number of bits than the required for representation of plain text. Because of this, multimedia computer system requires faster processor, larger main memory, larger storage device, good graphic terminals, and input-output devices required to play an audio or video associated with a multimedia application program. The availability of multimedia computer system resulted in a tremendous growth of multimedia application during fifth generation. Now we see the area of operating systems in this generation. Some new concepts gain popularity during fifth generation include microkernels, multi-threading, and multi-core operating systems. Microkernel technology enables designers to model and design operating systems in a modular fashion. This makes operating system easier to design and implement, easier to modify or add new services. New services and allow users to implement and use their own service. Multi-threading technology is a popular way to improve application performance through parallelism. In traditional operating systems, basic unit of CPU scheduling is process, but in multi-threading operating system, basic unit of CPU scheduling is a thread. In such operating system, a process consists of an address space containing its instruction data and one or more threads sharing same address space. Hence, these systems can create a new thread, switch CPU between threads, and share resources between threads of same process more efficiently than between processes, resulting in a faster execution and better overall system performance. A multi-core operating system can run multiple programs at the same time on a multi-core chip with each core handling a separate program. In the area of programming language, concepts in the area of programming language concepts that gained popularity during fifth generations are Java programming language Java and parallel programming libraries like MPI message passing interface and PVM parallel virtual machine. Java is used primarily on the World Wide Web. It supports Java-based applets allowing web pages to have dynamic information and more interactivity with users of web information. MPI message passing interface and PVM parallel virtual machine libraries enable development of a standardized parallel program so that a programmer can easily port and execute a parallel program developed for one parallel computer on other parallel computer. MPI is used for distributed memory parallel computers and PVM is used for shared memory parallel computers. Now we will see the some characteristic features of fifth generation computers. These are first, portable PCs called notebook computers are much smaller and handy than PCs of fourth generation, allowing users to use computing facilities even while traveling. Like I am making video with traveling, same is the case for fifth generation computers. In this generation, desktop PCs and workstations are several times more powerful than PCs of fourth generation. In this generation, computers consumes less power than their predecessors do. All the fifth generation mainframes and supercomputers require proper air conditioning of the room's area in which they are located. No air conditioning is normally required for notebook computer, desktop PCs and workstations. They are more reliable and less prone to hardware failures than their predecessors were, requiring negligible maintenance cost. They have faster and larger primary and secondary storage as compared to their predecessors. They are general purpose machines. Many of the large scale fifth generation systems have no hot plug feature that enables a failed component to be replaced with a new one without the need to shut down the system. Hence, the uptime of these systems is very high. Their manufacturing does not require manually assembly of individual components into electronic circuits, resulting in reduced human labor and cost involved at assembly stage. Hence, commercial production of this system is easier and cheaper. However, highly sophisticated technology and expensive setup, affordable only by a few organizations in the world, is required for manufacturing ULSI chips. Use of a standard high-level programming language allow program written for one computer to be easily ported to and executed on another computer. More user-friendly interfaces with multimedia features make the system easier to learn and use. Anyone including children. Newer and more powerful applications including multimedia application make the system more useful in every occupation. Explosion in the size of the internet coupled with internet-based tools and applications have made this system influence the life of every common people. With so many types of computers in all price range today, we have a computer for almost any type of user, whether the user is a child or an adult or a world famous scientist or a world famous celebrity. So these are the features of fifth generation computer. So I think you enjoy this learning video, learning computer with seeing the natural side of village. And now I end this lecture with this.